Some Marvel stuff to talk about. Some Spider-Man stuff, some She-Hulk stuff, and some Fantastic Four stuff. This is a comic book that's dropping probably in September, I would guess, or maybe it's out this week. I don't know. Fantastic Four issue 46 preview. Reed Richards finally meets his match. And no, it's not Doctor Doom. It's his half-sister. This woman right here fathered another child with a different woman. And she's, of course, smarter than Reed Richards. And she's also extremely unlikable. So she's doing research because, of course, she's a college professor for something with the ocean, and she's trying to do something with fish. I don't know. Don't care. Reed Richards shows up and, of course, has to start kissing her ass immediately. Professor Joanna Jeffers, world-renowned eco-warrior and marine biologist. I'm a huge fan, and I'm Reed Richards. I think it's time we met. I'm the son of Nathaniel Richards and leader of the Fantastic Four. She says, but there's more to it than that. You see, I'm my half-brother. I was wondering when you'd show up. She's like rude to him immediately. First time they ever met. And she's immediately rude to him and like just very unlikable. And it's, of course, implied. Like, this is the standard for any time they introduce someone like this. It's like the template for a POC character, especially. Always super smart, have some kind of big authority position somewhere. Like, in this case, she's a world-renowned professor and marine biologist and an eco-warrior. And they always have the same personality. It's always like they don't know how to make them. They think this is likable. It's not that they don't know how they think people like this. Oh, here's this woman's first appearance, and she's immediately rude to Mr. Fantastic. She's better than him, don't you know? Like, he's like trying to be nicer and show her something, and she's being like rude and just nasty to him the entire time. Not going to work, but it's just funny. Reed Richards, no longer the smartest person on earth. No, it's his half-sister, world-renowned marine biologist. And it doesn't get any better over in the Spider-Man front. We have more information on the paralyzed Spider-Man. I'm gonna do a review on this comic when it comes out because it's gonna be pure shit. This is something that a few people have been talking about. It's from Edge of Spider-Verse #4, and Spider-Man in this one is, I'm assuming, a LBGT cerebral palsy survivor or something, because she's got the rainbow flag and a wheelchair. And then when she becomes Spider-Person, I'm not sure, we're just going to say Spider-Person, the wheelchair is webbed to her back. And then she has crutches which shoot out the webbing. How does she change her costume? Does she just plop onto the ground and then like change it in the alleyway? I'm not really sure how this works. This is just cringy, really cringy. No one is going to read this and take this seriously. It's just more reasons why you see Comicsgate and Eric July make millions of dollars, because nobody is reading this, whatever this is. And then when you look to the movies, it doesn't get any better. She-Hulk continuing to drop as the days go forward. I'm surprised some D-Rider critic hasn't ran in here and got this up to 90, because it's rapidly falling 82%, quickly becoming 70%. I don't think it'll reach 70%. There's just no way they're going to let this happen. Rotten Tomatoes will start deleting shit before they let this hit 70%. A 68% audience score. And how could that be? I mean, it's supposed to be a Marvel product. It's so amazing. Remember, they were saying it's life-changing. It educates young men. Remember, the catcalling situation is important. She-Hulk has like one conversation about how women have to control our anger or fear when we get catcalled or fouled so we don't get assaulted or murdered. And men are calling it woke. Y'all need at least one day as a woman. No, they're calling it woke for a lot of reasons. This is the funniest. Like how they're IMD. Say it louder for the people in the back. This is the catcalling scene. This is funny too. Like as soon as so this is like 2 seconds into the show. Look at this on her counter. Of course, Badass Woman book, the great book of Badass Woman. And then she's got Ruth Gator Ginsburg with a crown on the back, some other woman back there. Like, this is such cringe, man. And this is why so many people are just tuning out. It's just funny to me. It's getting roasted so hard online, and I think that it's hilarious because it should. It's an awful show, and maybe people will finally start figuring out that Marvel is dead. Marvel's been dead for a minute, and I'm really curious to how bad things get because they've announced a slew of shit. Phase 4 and 5, I mean, and I hear they're about to announce 4 more movies in an upcoming event. Like, there's so much bloat. And look at how bad it's been over the past year. Think of how worse it's going to be in 2 more years after about 30 other products have come out. This is the kind of quality we're getting. It's going to get a lot worse. Think of how bad the comics are going to get. In fact, this, for some reason, it's getting attacked. Apparently, it's Marvel's most offensive trash, according to the Daily Beast. The Daily Beast is calling it this. They're even calling it cringeworthy. But this cringeworthy series is a Hulk smash on the skip button. This is from the Daily Beast. There's more from Polygon. She-Hulk can't quite meet its feminist ideals yet. The Disney Plus series is about body image issues, but it's got some of its own. So it's not feminist enough. And it's too cringeworthy for outlets that, well, to be honest, Disney Marvel's trying to please. I mean, why do you think she saves Bruce Banner and it's not the original comic book origin where he saves her with a blood transfusion? That's because they want the show to be feminist as hell and they want to please the Daily Beast. They end up pleasing nobody because this show is awful, like the comic books. Well, not the old comic books, the new comic books. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.